Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Fort Morgan High School, it is the Fort Morgan Mustangs hosting the Englewood Pirates. The Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting tonight for the Fort Morgan Mustangs is TJ Bauer, Trey McBride, Tate Kimball, Joey Schneider, and Eric Kimball. The opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your car, home, health, or life insurance questions or needs. So on the tip, the Fort Morgan Mustangs control that, and Eric Kimball, it was Tate Kimball with the 3. Give the Mustangs the early lead. Bowering now across court. Gets it back over in the right corner, kicks it out to Cecil Ondak. And it is off of Englewood and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan will take possession of the ball up 3-0 with 7:15 to go here in the first period of play. Tate Kimball brings the ball up court. Kicks it off to Joey Snyder, left high wing to TJ Bauer on the left wing. Bauer now goes to the point. Tried to lob underneath to Schneider and doesn't quite connect. Rebounded to the Pirates. Sean Bowering brings it down. Get it in to Koronek. And they're going to call a foul on the floor, and that we'll see if that goes against Trey McBride or who they're going to put that in. First foul of the game does go on McBride. As Bowering will inbounds right of their basket baseline, being guarded by Eric Kimball. Kick it out to Ondak. Free throw line. His little layup is going to be up and good for Ondak. First 2 of the night for the Pirates. Tate Kimball. Now there's going to be a hand check out on the top side, and that will go against Brazil. So each team now with 1 team foul apiece. As Tate Kimball kicks it off to Eric Kimball, high right wing. They were looking for Schneider on the lob again, but Pirates picked it up. Now to Trey McBride, kick it back out to Tate Kimball from the corner, up and no good, but tipped into the corner to Bowering. Pirates now get the ball up court. Nice defense by Eric Kimball on Bowering. Bowering drives it into the paint, kicks it back out to Brazil. Now Bowering's shot is going to be up and no good. I think they're going to call a foul on Joey Snyder on the rebound. They must call him for a push in the back. As Bowering looks to get it in, keeps looking to get it in. They get it into Koronek. Dribble out, going to be stolen underneath by Trey McBride. The ball is passed down to Bauer. Bauer now to Eric Kimball. To Tate Kimball from the left side. Up and good for Tate Kimball. 5-2 Mustangs with 5:40 to go here, first period of play. Brazil drives it into the lane, kicks it out into the corner to Ondak. Shot up and no good. Rebounded off of the Pirates. Mustang ball. 5-2 Mustangs. Tate Kimball brings the ball up half court. Kicks it over to Eric on the left high wing. Pirates in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Now Eric Kimball brings the ball back out and gives it to Bauer in the right corner, up for 3 off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Koronek. Brazil up against Bauer. Now over to Ondak. Ondak with it again, going to go underneath the Kornick. His jumper from the right side is up and no good. Rebounded by Tate Kimball. Kimball brings it down quickly to Bauer on the right baseline. Kicks underneath the McBride on the left side. McBride up with the deuce. 7-2 Fort Morgan. Fort Morgan with the full court press as the Pirates get it down court. Shot is up and rebounded by the Pirates. Bowering out on the left high wing, being guarded by Eric Kimball. Now we have a foul, I believe, called on TJ Bauer. Away from the ball. Three team fouls. One team foul on Bauer as McBride and Bauer come out. Almanza and Gertner come in. Bowering from the left corner. That three is up and good for Bowering. His first bucket of the night. Gertner's pass will be run down into the corner by Eric Kimball. Gertner to Almanza. Almanza out at the point. Being guarded by Brazil. Eric Kimball to Almanza. Almanza kicks it to Eric Kimball on the right side. He drives the baseline. Little layup is going to be up and good from the right side for Eric Kimball. Mustangs pick up three-quarter court again. Little jumper from the right side is going to be up and good for Austin Trail. Mustangs with a turnover in their end of the court. Brazil now, they're going to have a travel called on Trail. Mustangs will inbounds at their end of the far end of the court, excuse me. Tate Kimball brings the ball up half court, off to Eric Kimball, high right wing. Back to Tate out at the point, over to Almanza left point, or out to the left wing, excuse me. Now Joey Schneider, and they're going to call Schneider for the travel. Another turnover by the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will pick up full court. As Brazil, being double teamed, gets it to Bowering. Bowering gets across half court. Kicks it over into the corner to Ondak. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Tate Kimball. It's knocked away from him and going to be a jump ball called. So that should go to the Pirates as the Mustangs did win the opening tip. 9-7 Mustangs, 2:43 to go here, first period. Mustangs pick up full court once again. Brazil being guarded by Gertner. He kicks it out to Trail out high. Now they're going to kick it out to Ondak for a three, and that is up and good for the three by Ondak. So 10-9 here for the Pirates. Mustangs, Kimball, three from up top is up and no good. Rebounded by Bowering. Bowering gets the ball up across half court, gets it to Ondak. Underneath it to Kornick. Kornick's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Eric Kimball. Nate Gertner on the right side tries to get it underneath, and it's going to be taken away by Ondak, and then he throws it back in, taken by Gertner. So Eric Kimball into the lane. His little jumper is going to be off the left side and no good. Bowering with the rebound. Minute 40, first period. 10-9 Pirates. Ondak gets it over to Trail. Trail loses it for a minute. I think it's going to be off of Fort Morgan. Possession to the Pirates as Joey Schneider and Gertner come out. Bauer and McBride come back in for the Mustangs. Brazil out high. Drives it to the elbow, then kicks it out to Trail, and that three is going to be up and good. Mustangs down 4, 13-9. Kimball to Almanza. Almanza cross court to Bauer. Bauer now dribbles out to the point, gets it off to Almanza. Back to Bauer. Bauer for a three from the right side is going to be short. Rebounded by Tate Kimball into the lane. A little jumper is going to be up and no good by Eric Kimball. Rebounded by the Pirates. Oh, pass underneath. It's going to be taken by Brazil. Almost taken away by Bauer. Ondak now down the right side. His little layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Tate. Nope, it's going to go to Trail, and Trail's shot is going to be up and good. And we have a Pirate down on the floor.
Looks like you hit that wall pretty good there, Brian.
So this is a game that the Mustangs need to, get into this. Englewood comes in 0-5 in league, 3-12 overall. Fort Morgan 5-1, 10-5 overall. Englewood averages 46.7 points per game.
Doesn't look like the Mustangs are really putting forth their full effort right now.
Yeah, they're just off a little bit. They'll get it straightened out here pretty quick. They're down 6 with 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Excuse me. Tate Kimball now to Almanza on the right side. McBride. I'm going to call McBride for the travel. So Bowering to inbounds right of the Mustang basket on the baseline. There's 12.2 seconds. They get it into Brazil. He gets it down court now to Kornick in the right corner, up and no good. Rebounded by Almanza with 1 second. They're going to call a foul on the Pirates, and that is going to go against Mason Stepanich. Only the second team foul. As they get it in, shot is going to be up and no good by Harris Huff. So at the end of the one, the Mustangs down 15-9 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, the Mustangs find themselves down 15-9 to the 0-5 Englewood Pirates. So the Mustangs need to get out of their little funk here and get some points going here up on the board. Tate Kimball gets it into Eric Kimball. 1-3-1 zone defense still for the Pirates. Kimball now out on the left high wing, picks up his dribble. Cross court to Bauer. Bauer now to Eric Kimball. Left three is up and good for Eric Kimball. Nice way to start the second period of play with a three from Kimball. As they get it down to Bowering. Bowering about lost it. He picks it up now to Stepanich. To Brazil. Back to Bowering out at the point. Right side. It's going to be stolen by Eric Kimball on the far side. Layup is going to be up and good for Tate Kimball as he takes it coast to coast once he gets the ball from Eric Kimball. Looks like we're going to have a timeout called here by the Englewood Pirates. We'll see if it's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll just leave it here. Mustangs come into tonight's game averaging 62.6 points a game, giving up 53 points a game. And like I said earlier, the Englewood Pirates only averaging 46.7 points a game, giving up 59. So the Mustangs start out here with 5 quick points to get this back down to a 1-point lead. Englewood will bring the ball in at the far end of the court. With Bowering gets it into Brazil. They're going to call a blocking foul, I guess, on Fort Morgan as Brazil tries to bring the ball up court. That's going to go on Tate Kimball, be his first. 4 team fouls on the Mustangs, 2 on Englewood. So they get it into Brazil. He's being guarded by Bauer, drives it into the lane, then kicks it out. Now the ball is going to be taken away by Eric Kimball on the pass into the paint. Gets it down to Tate Kimball. Now to Bauer. Bauer for a three from the right side is in and out. Rebounded by McBride. McBride's little jumper from the right side is in and out. Rebounded by Bauer. He gets it out to Kimball out on the high right wing. Now to Schneider on the left wing. Eric Kimball lines up for a three off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Bowering once again for the Pirates. Bowering picks up his dribble, gives it off to Stepanich. Now into the corner to Trail. Now back to Bowering for a three, and that shot is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Gets it off to Snyder. Now down court to Kimball as he drives the left baseline. His up and under is going to be no good, but he is going to be fouled. Let's see if it's on the drive or on the shot. Looks like he's going to go to the line. And I believe that went on 44 Koronek, so his first. So Eric Kimball will go to the line for a pair of free throws. And so far, the first one is up and good. Ties this ball game up here with just over 2 minutes into this second period, and the Mustangs have tied it up. Eric Kimball is shooting 71% from the free throw line. Second shot is up and also good, so the Mustangs back with the lead. 16-15 with 5:50 to go here in the. Going to be tipped by and taken away by McBride. Now Bauer is going to gets it back to McBride, and his little layup bounces around and finally goes in for McBride. That is 4 points on the night for McBride. Another knocked into the back court by the Mustangs, so no over and back. And they're going to. They called a push foul on Bowering. So that will be his first as he put his hand out to try to keep Kimball away. So Mustangs in possession once again, up 3. Tate Kimball to Eric Kimball out on the high right wing. Picks up his dribble now to Bauer. Tipped into the corner to Kimball. Now underneath the McBride. His shot is too high and off the rim and no good. And they're going to look at each other. It's off of Koronek and out of bounds. So possession Mustangs. TJ Bauer to inbounds. Right baseline of their basket. Schneider to Tate Kimball. Back to TJ Bauer. 3 from the right corner. That's going to be short. Rebounded though by McBride. His shot is going to be no good, but he is going to be fouled on the play and go to the line to shoot 2. And that will also go on Koronek. That will be his second. So McBride from the free throw line so far this year is 66%. So we'll see how he does here with shot number 1. In and out for McBride. Almanza comes in for Bauer. With 5:01 to go here in the second period with the Mustangs up 18-15. So McBride with foul shot number 2, and that one is in and out. Rebounded though by Tate Kimball, and his pass underneath to Almanza. Just out of the reach of Bryan. So Englewood to inbounds far into the court. It's going to be taken away by McBride. Now to Kimball. Kimball's pass is going to be taken away, and that is going to be Trail. It's going to be tipped away, though. It's going to be saved by Eric Kimball. Nice hustle by Kimball as he gets it into hands of Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball has it taken away from him at the other end. Now, that's got to be traveling. How do they call a timeout when you go to the floor? That's got to be traveling. Englewood calls a 30-second timeout as he goes down on the floor, but so we'll keep it here while the teams discuss a few things here, see if the Mustangs can get their offense to going. They're just a little off. The other night they led 49 points by halftime. They're going to be, they got 4.5 minutes to go here. They're going to be lucky if they get 30 out of this by the time they.
It definitely doesn't seem like the normal Mustangs tonight at all, Brian.
It's almost like that game against was it Platte Valley when they
and especially like you were saying, the Englewood Pirates they're sitting at 0-5 now. Not the normal performance I've seen out of the Mustangs.
No. Trail gets it in on the far side, being guarded by McBride. Going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Another turnover by the Englewood Pirates. Now to Gertner. Passes too high, though, and off the hands of Nate Gertner. Mustangs just off a notch here. We'll see if they can get this straightened out here. Up 3, 18-15. You don't like giving these teams that aren't real good a chance that they think that they can be in this game and win it, because that's when you start getting upset. Brazil gets the ball down out of Bowering for a 3 from the right side, and that is up and good. So 6 points on the night for Bowering, all from behind the arc. Nate Gertner for a 3 from the left side. That is up and no good, but he will go to the line as he is fouled on the shot by Stepanic. So Gertner will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
Can you say that again, Brian?
Not fast, I can't, no. 3 free throws. Oh, okay. They said it was after the shot, I guess, so I thought I showed that he was going to go to the line. So Fort Morgan inbounds under their own bucket. Eric Kimball to Joey Snyder in the right corner, now underneath to McBride. His shot is going to be up and no good, but probably off of Kimball and out of bounds. So Harris Huff ready to come in for the Mustangs here, and he will come in for Trey McBride. So Joey Snyder, Harris Huff, Eric Kimball, Nate Gertner, and Brian Almanza on the floor for the Mustangs as Bowering gets the ball at court. It's going to be underneath, and the shot is going to be up and good by Ondak. So Englewood back with the lead, 20-18. Almanza drives it into the lane. His layup is going to be up and good, and they will give it to Almanza as he is going to be fouled. I believe that is going to be on deck. That will be his first. Nice drive by Almanza to tie this back up for the Mustangs. Almanza on the year is shooting only 21%, but does make that free throw for 3 points on the night for Brian Almanza. Bowering now still in the back court. His pass is going to be to Brazil. Now underneath the Ondak. Kicks it back out to Trail. His jumper is going to be up and no good. Tipped out to Bowering. Going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Almanza gets it up across half court. Now to Harris Huff on the left side. Back to Almanza. Almanza to Gertner. Right wing now to Eric Kimball in the paint. His roll shot is going to be up and bounce around and no good. And tipped around and finally taken by the Pirates. As the Mustangs up 21-20 with 2:49 to go here in the first half of play. That looked like a travel, but they're going to give it to Bowering anyway. 8 points on the night for Bowering as they're back in the lead 22-21. Harris up to Joey Snyder. Pass underneath is going to be taken away by the Pirates as they get it up to Ondak. Ondak's layup is going to be up and good from the right side. Now to Harris Huff on the right side, to Gertner to Almanza. Eric Kimball out on the left wing. Passes it back over to Almanza out at the point. Now to Harris Huff. Harris Huff for a 3, and that is up and good for Harris Huff. First shot taken by Huff is a 3. That ties it back up here at 24. Layup is going to be up and good as Ondak goes by Snyder. Almanza takes it all the way into the corner, back to Huff. Now over to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball to Nate Gertner. Drives it up from the left side into Schneider. Eric Kimball into the paint, and his layup is going to be up, and they're going to count it this time for Eric Kimball. And he will go to the line to shoot one. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on Long, his first. 9 points on the night for Eric Kimball. We'll see if we can get him into double digits here with this free throw, as it's tied up now at 26 with 1:37 to go here first half from the Fort Morgan High School. That free throw is good. So Tate Kimball into the game, Eric Kimball to come out. So you get the ball into Brazil, being guarded by Gertner. It's going to be taken away. It's going to be off of Tate Kimball and out of bounds as he and Nate Gertner both go down. Last touch by Kimball. Bowering to inbounds far into the court as he gets it into Trail. Pass over to Ondak at the left elbow. His shot is going to be up. They're going to call him for a travel. So turnover by the Pirates. Mustangs 27-26 with 1:16 to go here in the first half of play. Gertner to Snyder in the left corner. Now back to Gertner. Gertner to Almanza. Almanza for a deep three, and that's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Bauer. Now to Almanza. Tate Kimball drives it down the right baseline. His shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Trail. He gets it up to Brazil. Under a minute to go here. Here in the first half of play, down to 40 seconds, 27-26 Mustangs. Bowering out to Trail, now over to Ondak. Back to Bowering. Brazil looks like they're just trying to run this clock down, try to take the last shot of the first half. They're down to 25 seconds, over into the corner to Long, now back out to Trail. To Ondak out at the point. Mustangs in the man-to-man defense. Back to Bowering. Under 15 seconds now, down to 11. Bowering now is going to go to Trail. Now it's going to go to Ondak in the corner, back to Trail. Trail drives it into the lane. His shot is going to be up and good by Trail. So at the end of one, the Fort Morgan Mustangs find themselves down by a point, 28-27. At the end of the half here, 28-27. We'll be back with the halftime show in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, still halftime, minute 50 to go here in the halftime festivities. They had some young kids out here playing some basketball, some future Mustangs out here.
A little bit of Mustang pride going on.
And doing a nice job out there for the folks. Tonight in the Colorado 7 League, it is the 3-3 Weld Central against 4-2 Elizabeth, 3-2 Fort Lupton at 6-0 Vista Peak, and 1-5 Skyview at 1-4 Alameda. Standings in the Colorado 7, Vista Peak at number 1, 6-0. Mustangs in second at 5-1. Elizabeth is next at 4-2. Fort Lupton 3-2. Weld Central 3-3. Alameda 1-4. Skyview 1-5. And Englewood comes in at 0-5.
I look forward to getting that game here with Vista Peak, Brian.
Yeah, and that will be, I'll let you know here, that will be coming up against Vista Peak February 3rd. And that will be a doubleheader that night with the girls and boys. So that should be a good contest. But Mustangs can't overlook these teams that aren't doing quite as well, like these Englewood Pirates. So, and the Pirates will get possession to start off this second half of play.
Well, hopefully the Mustangs can pull out of their so-called slump, I guess, and pull out a victory tonight.
Looks like the starting lineup will be the same for the Mustangs TJ Bauer, Trey McBride, Tate Kimball, Eric Kimball, and Joey Snyder. And it looks like the same also for Englewood with Sean Bowering, Brock Brazil, Austin Trail, Cecil Ondak, and Colton Korenick. Ball tipped away, and now there's going to be a foul. What did they call? He just called it out of bounds? Okay, I thought maybe they were going to call a foul on Bauer for going over the back, but they didn't. So early turnover here by Englewood. The Mustangs now work their offense underneath the McBride. Up and good by McBride. Nice pass from Eric Kimball. Fort Morgan with the zone defense, pressure defense here as they have it. Brazil trapped on the far side, and they do get him into a travel. So Brazil turns it over for the Pirates. So two quick turnovers here by the Englewood Pirates as they get it in to Tate Kimball. Eric Kimball out on the high right wing, now to Bauer. Bauer for a three from the left side. Up and good for Bauer. That's what we're looking for. Up 4, 32-28. As Trail gets it up court to Ondak. Ondak's going to take it down now to to Korenick. They're going to call a foul on the drive, so possession Englewood. And that will go against Schneider, will be his second. So Bowering to inbounds left baseline of their basket. Being guarded by Eric Kimball, gets it into Ondak. Now back to Bowering as he brings it up around towards the point. Keeps the dribble alive. Picks up his dribble now across court to Trail. Now Ondak for a three from straight on is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Nice strong rebound there by McBride. TJ Bauer takes it in from the left side. Layup is going to be up. We'll see if they call it, if they're going to give it to him, if it was on the drive. And they do give it to him. So TJ Bauer coming out here hot in the second half with 5 points. Bauer to go to the line, though, to shoot one. Mustangs up 6. See if we can make it 7 here. And it is up and good for Bauer. So now they're going to call a foul on the far sideline, and that may be against Bauer as Trail goes down. That will be 2 on Bauer. So Bowering to inbounds just shy of midcourt. As he gets it into Brazil, being guarded by Bauer. Gets it off to Bowering. Bowering at the left elbow, now drives it all the way into the lane. His layup is going to be up and good from the left side for Bowering. 10 points on the night for Bowering now as Tate Kimball takes it down. Bauer for number 3 is up and good from the left corner. So Bauer's found the range. Going to be passed out of bounds by the Pirates as the pressure defense causes another turnover for the Pirates. Mustangs up 8, 38-30. This is what more we've been looking at. Joey Schneider, misses a little jumper. Rebounded, though, by McBride, and he puts it back up and in. 8 points on the night for McBride. A 10-point lead here for the Mustangs. As Trail being guarded, now it's going to be to Bowering. He's going to drive it all the way into the paint. Kicks it out now to Trail. Now to Korenick in the corner. Kicks it back out to Trail. Trail to Ondak in the right corner. Back to Brazil. Back to Bowering out on the point. He gets it off to Trail as the Englewood Pirates pass the ball around here looking for an open shot. And that shot is going to be up and no good by Ondak. Taken away by McBride as he gets it off to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball to brother Eric. He picks it up now to Bauer. Bauer for another 3, and that is up and good for TJ Bauer. So we'll see what the Mustangs are if they're
15 points in the last 3 minutes.
So we have a full timeout here, so we'll take on with them. Mustangs up 13, 43-30 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School, where the Mustangs have found their shooting touch here to start this second half of play, up 13. Get it into Ondak. Now to Bowering as he gets it across half court. Kicks it off to Ondak. He'll stop and pop for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Gets his own rebound on the long rebound. Now they're going to have a foul called in the paint on the reach. We'll see who they put that on. They call it on Tate Kimball. So that will be 2 on Tate. Bowering to inbounds left baseline of their basket as they get it in. Going to be tipped away and taken away by Joey Snyder. Joey Snyder kicks it off to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball, his shot is going to be up and no good, but he is fouled on the shot. And we'll see who that is going to go against Trail. They say that is his second. I have him for his first, but Tate Kimball to go to the line where he has not shot any free throws yet tonight. First free throw is in and out. So Nate Gertner into the lineup for Trey McBride. So Tate Kimball with shot number 2 coming up here, where the Mustangs up 43-30. And that second shot is good. 8 points on the night for Tate Kimball as Brazil tries to bring it up along the right side. Now they're going to call Tate Kimball for a push foul, so that will be 3 on Kimball. So Almanza will probably come in, is going to come in for Kimball. As Bowering looks to get it in, he gets it into Brazil. He's being guarded by Bauer. Now to Bowering, being guarded by Eric Kimball. Dribbles it off his leg, going to be picked up by Gertner. Now there's going to be a foul called on Ondak as he takes down Gertner in the back court. Second on Ondak. As the Mustangs inbounds back court. Brian Almanza brings it up past half court, keeps the dribble alive out at the point. Picks it up now to Schneider into the corner for 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Eric Kimball. He gets it to Joey Schneider in the paint, and his little left-handed layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Bowering. As Brazil gets the ball up across half court, drives it into the lane, going to be tipped away by Kimball. Bauer back to Kimball. And Kimball is going to take it in for the layup. 12 points on the night for Eric Kimball, 46-30 Mustangs with 4 minutes to go here in the third period. So Bowering tries to take all the way down. He will take it down. His shot is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gertner. He gets it up to Schneider, now to Almanza. Now Almanza's shot is going to be up and no good. He gets his own rebound, and that shot is no good. So Brazil brings it up across half court. Tipped away by Eric Kimball. Going to be passed back down to him from Joey Schneider. Eric Kimball up with the deuce. 48-30 Mustangs. As the Mustangs converting on the turnovers here in the second half. Shot by Bowering is going to be short, taken by Schneider as he gets it off to Almanza. Mustangs still looking to run here as they get it back out to Schneider. Now over to the right side to Bauer. Kicks it out to Eric Kimball, way out high. Now back to Almanza out at the point as he backs it out. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Kicks it off to Gertner on the right wing, now to Schneider. Almanza into the lane, kicks it back out to Schneider on the right baseline. And there's going to be a reach foul called on the far side, and that will go against Korenick. Will be his third. I thought they put that on Korenick. 4 team fouls on the Mustangs, 3 on Englewood. They get the ball into McBride as Jesus Reyes has come into the game also for the Mustangs. Almanza now at the right elbow. He takes it all the way in for the layup, but he is going to be fouled on the shot. And that foul is going to go against Palestino, his first. That will put Almanza to the line to shoot 2, where he is 1 of 1 so far. He had a free throw in the second quarter of play and drained that one.
I'm sure the Englewood Pirates right now are wondering where this team came from, Brian.
They changed shirts there at halftime and brought out the real Mustangs here in the third period, as they have only scored 2 points here in this third period of play. Almanza, second free throw, gets the shooter's touch and goes in. So 3 of 3 for Almanza, now up 20, 50-30. As Bowering picks up the dribble, gives it off to Trail. Trail drives it down into the lane. Shot is going to be up, no good. Rebounded by McBride. McBride starts up with the dribble, now to Gertner. Gertner all the way down for the right-handed layup is good for his first 2 points of the night. So Bowering double team now to Ondak as they whip the ball around. Bowering now for a 3 from the right side is going to be up and good. 13 points on the night for Bowering. As Almanza drives it all the way down and he kicks it off. Was going to give it to McBride, but he did not see it, so it goes out of bounds. So Harris Huff into the game for the Mustangs. We have Jesus Reyes, Harris Huff, Trey McBride, Nate Gertner, and Brian Almanza on the floor for the Mustangs. Minute 51 to go here in the third period of play with the Mustangs up 19, 52-33. Bowering gets it down, gets it back now on the pass back, and he stops and pops for another 3, and that is up and good by Bowering. So back-to-back 3s by Bowering. So I'll have to get a hand in his space. He's the only one that scored here in the second half. Shot is going to be up and good as Almanza takes it down the lane. And now the Mustangs, I believe it was Englewood that called a timeout. So we'll take one with them, with the Mustangs up 18 on B106 and B106.com. Okay, a minute 24 to go here in the third period of play with the Mustangs up 54-36. It was a 28-27 ball game with Englewood with the lead at halftime. But the Mustangs found their shooting touch when they went into the locker room at halftime and found it laying around in there because they had left it in there in the first half, but brought it back out onto the floor with them in this second half.
This is definitely the Mustangs that I know.
So possession to the Englewood Pirates. As Bowering will throw it in from the far end of the court. Mustangs picking up full court once again. Minute 24 to go. Bowering gets it in to Long. Now back to Bowering. Now they're going to have a push foul in the back court, and I believe that will be on Brian Almanza, his first. So Bowering gets it in to Stepanich. Stepanich back to Bowering as he's out on the right high wing. Gets it off to Long. Now back to Stepanich. He drives it down. Man. Called a hand check on Reyes. Sometimes they call it real close, then other times they're diving all over the place and not calling anything. Englewood to inbounds, right baseline of their basket. Bowering gets it into Ondak, drives the baseline. Oh, it's going to be a foul on McBride as Ondak did the head fake, and then McBride lands on him and then falls to the floor.
Kind of looked like that one hurt McBride there a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he was grabbing his arm there a little bit, but hopefully he'll be okay. So that will send Ondak to the free throw line to shoot 2. And his first free throw is up and in and out. Ondak on the year is shooting 50% from the free throw line. So this one is up and he holds true. Back here at Fort Morgan High School to start this fourth period of play where the Mustangs outscored the Englewood Pirates 32-9 in that period. Take this 22-point lead into the final period of play. Joey Snyder, Eric Kimball, Trey McBride, Tate Kimball, and TJ Bauer on the floor for the Mustangs as they will have possession to start this fourth period of play. Snyder in the left corner, now cross court to Tate Kimball to McBride, but his pass to Eric Kimball is going to be knocked away. Taken away by Trail. Trail takes it all the way down, but he is going to be called for the travel before the shot. So Fort Morgan will take over after that turnover by the Englewood Pirates. Now Tate Kimball's telegraphed pass over to Bauer is knocked out of bounds by Bowering. So Bauer to inbounds here in front of the Mustang bench. He gets it into Tate Kimball. Over to Eric. Eric picks up his dribble. Now back to Tate. Tate dribbles it in. Now to Schneider in the corner. Dribbles down the left baseline. Gets it over to McBride on the right side. Now back to Tate to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball passes over to Schneider. Back to Bauer. Now Eric Kimball drives it down. His pass is going to be kicked by Korenick. Fort Morgan to inbounds at the baseline. Mustangs up 22, 59-37 with 7:11 to go here, fourth period. They get it in to McBride, now out to Tate Kimball. Now to Bauer. Bauer stops for a three, not quite there this time. Rebounded by Schneider. Now Tate Kimball for a two, up and no good. Rebounded by Schneider. He gets it off to Tate Kimball, now underneath to McBride. Gets it out to Schneider. Tried to lob it underneath to McBride, but hit the rim first, so turnover by the Mustangs. Bowering. And they will have a travel call as Korenick was going to go up and shoot or throw the ball one or the other, and McBride was right there in his way and came back down with the ball. So nice defense there by Trey McBride. Get that turnover by the Pirates. Schneider in the left corner. His shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Korenick. He gets it off to Ondak. Fort Morgan not in the press defense anymore. So they get it into Korenick, and there's going to be a foul on Trey McBride. Be his third. So that will send Korenick to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So McBride comes out. Gertner comes back in for the Mustangs. This Korenick goes to the line for the 1-and-1. First one is up and bounces around and no good. Rebounded by Kimball. But I believe he is going to be, what did they call that on? Bowering, I guess, was be his third. So that's 18 fouls on the Pirates. So the Mustangs will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball was 3 of 3 in that first half of play from the free throw line. We'll see if he can continue it here. And that one is up and good for Kimball. First points of this fourth period for either team. Second shot for Eric Kimball is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Ondak. Tate Kimball to meet Trail at midcourt. Now they're going to have a foul called on Eric Kimball on the reach. And I have that just as the first on Kimball. That will send Trail to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. 9 team fouls on Fort Morgan, 8 on Englewood. This is his first shot at the free throw line and comes up short. Rebounded to Eric Kimball. Gets it up to Tate, now to Bauer. And Bauer lets it go through his hands. Turnover Mustangs. So Englewood to inbounds far into the court. 60-37 Fort Morgan. With 5:55 to go here in the game. Long Pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Gertner as it was headed to Bowering out on the right side. So nice job by Gertner to get in the way of that pass. Now Bowering looks to get the ball in. We'll get it into Trail in the back court. Now taken away by Eric Kimball. Gets it up to Gertner. Now he's going to get it off to Joey Schneider. Schneider's up and under is going to be good. First points of the night for Joey Schneider. As Ondak has it on the right corner. Now Bowering for a deep three, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by Kornick. Kornick's shot is going to be up and good. His first two of the night. As Eric Kimball drives it all the way down, it's going to be knocked out of his hands from behind. And that will be on Ondak. I believe that will be his fourth. So Eric Kimball back to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Well, they're going to give him two. Apparently he was going up for the shot. So he will, just a minute. Got a, okay, now it's a 1 and, okay, they got it straight now. It's just going to be a 1-and-1. I don't know if the ref thought that there was 10 up on there or if the other guy thought it was a free shot foul, but Kimball does drain the first, so he will get the second. Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan. With locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush, they have the financial solutions for you. Kimball drains the second one, 64-39, as the Mustangs look to try to take the ball away and have a jump ball called, and that will go possession arrow to Englewood. So Harris Huff, Brian Almanza, and Jesus Reyes come into the game for the Mustangs. Eric Kimball, Tate Kimball, and TJ Bauer come out. Bowering to inbounds. So we're going to have a timeout by Englewood, so we'll take one with them. 64-39 with 5:10 to go here in the game. Mustangs up on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Fort Morgan High School with Corey Riddle, this is Brian Nickel. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the contest. The Mustangs up 64-39. Now they're going to have a travel call on the Pirates, so another turnover for the Englewood Pirates. Let's see, as Bauer comes back into the game and Gertner comes out. Almanza over into the corner to Schneider. Now cross court to Huff. Almanza out on the point, dribbles it into the free throw lane to Schneider. Now to Bauer. It's like the Mustangs to work this ball here a little bit, trying to take a little time off the clock. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Bowering. He gets it up to Stepanich. Gets it back to Bowering. Over to Kornick on the left side, excuse me. Now Long in the corner, now to Kornick. His layup is up and no good. Rebounded, tipped to Brian Almanza. Almanza's ball is going to be tipped away from him by Stepanich. Now it's going to be finally to Bowering, and his layup is going to be up and good. 4 points in the quarter for Englewood. 64-41. Mustangs, Harris Huff now for a three from the right side. It's up and good for Harris Huff. 6 points on the night for Huff, both coming from behind the arc. 67-41, 3:43 to go. Bowering now stops and passes over to Long. Long being guarded by Almanza. Now back to Bowering. Underneath the Long, nice cut to the basket by Long. Open for the layup. Almanza takes it all the way down. It's going to be taken out of his hands and into the hands of Englewood as Stepanich, his shot is blocked by Schneider. Back out to Bowering. His three is up and no good. Rebounded by Ondak, and it is up and good. Looks like the Mustangs are going to take a timeout, so we will leave it here. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. So coming up next here on B106 and B106.com for basketball, we will be at Skyview Friday night as the girls will be taking on the Lady Skyview players. I can't think of what their mascot is right offhand from Skyview. It might be the Wolverines, I believe. But we will have that game at 7 o'clock on Friday night as the girls will go to Skyview. So Drew Gherkin, Austin Carl into the game for the Mustangs. Tate Kimball, Nate Gertner, and McBride into the game for the Mustangs also as they get it into Carl. Now to Gertner on the left wing. They look to get it into McBride. Cross court to Gherkin. Now back out to Kimball. Cross court to Gertner on the left wing. Gherkin back to Tate Kimball down to 2:30. McBride passes it back out to Gertner. Gertner drives it in, hands off to Carl. As they get it in underneath to McBride, and he goes up for the bucket. His first two here in the fourth period. As Ondak stops and pops from the right side, up and no good, rebounded by McBride. As the Mustangs look to run here, and they get it underneath to Austin Carl. His shot is in and out, rebounded by Carl. They're going to call a jump. Possession arrow to the Mustangs. Carl just couldn't quite get it to fall. The Mustangs to inbounds right of their basket baseline. As Tate Kimball will inbounds, the Englewood Pirates making a couple of substitutions here. With 2:01 to go here in the contest, they get it to Drew Gherkin into the corner. Underneath to McBride. McBride shot, nice strong move by McBride. Yes. Brazil brings the ball up court, gets it off the Trail. Trail drives it into the lane. His layup is going to be off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Ondak. He puts it up and in for the bucket, 71-47 with 1:40 to go here in the contest. Tate Kimball to Gherkin. Gherkin for a three from the left side is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by McBride. Nice strong rebound and put back by McBride. 6 points here in the quarter for McBride. 73-47. As Tate Kimball, I believe, will be called for the foul. See who they put that on, and that will be on Tate, his fourth. And that will send Bowering to the line to shoot two. So it looks like the Mustangs have some people at the scorer's table ready to come in after this free throw. Bowering's free throw is good. So see if we can give you some numbers here. Gertner out, Kimball out, McBride out. We have, I believe, Dawson Frick into the game. Michael Lauk. And let's see, I'll get you the first name here. Shirtliff is his last name. Trevor Shirtliff is into the game for the Mustangs, along with Drew Gherkin and Austin Carl. Austin Carl down the lane, kicks it back out to Shirtliff. Now Austin Carl down the lane, his layup is going to be up and good for Austin Carl. His first two of the night. Down under a minute to go here, 50 seconds. As Englewood, three from the left side is in and out by Stepanic. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Shirtliff into the far corner. And there's going to be a push foul in the far corner. We'll see if that goes on Brazil. I believe that's who that is on. And that, see who they That is going to send Trevor Shirtliff to the line. To shoot 2, as each team now has 10 team fouls. So Shirtliff's free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Shot number 2 coming up here for the sophomore. And that is up and good. 76-49. Mustangs with 30 seconds to go here in the contest. And Stepanich, it's going to be an offensive foul. Nice call there by the ref as he just put his shoulder down to drive the Mustang defender away. So 28 seconds, 76-49. Fort Morgan ends up losing the ball at half court as the Pirates put on a little bit of pressure here, and the young kid just couldn't quite control it here. Over into the corner to Long, back over to Trail, out high. That's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by, was Stepanich, but he finally loses it. Shirtliff from the left side passes it over to the right side. Shot is going to be blocked. There should be a foul called, and there will be. And that will go on Long, his second. And that will send Drew Gherkin to the line to shoot 2 for the first time tonight. His first free throw is up and good. His first point of the night. Novus Auto Glass Repair and Replacement. Novus gets you back on the road. Second free throw also up and good for Gherkin. 2 points on the night for Drew Gherkin. Down to 7 seconds. Brazil drives it down now, kicks it off into the corner, and that 3 is going to be up and good by Trail. But the Mustangs will come away with the win tonight, 78-49. We will be back with the postgame show in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com. Back here at the end of the game, the Mustangs win 78-51. This Fort Morgan postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So nice second half here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they were down 28-27 at half. Come away with a 78-51 win. Scoring for the Englewood Pirates was Bowering with 19, Trail with 12, Ondak with 16, Long with 2, and Kornick with 2. For the Fort Morgan Mustangs, we have Bauer with 12, Reyes with 2, McBride with 16, Gertner with 2, Kimball with 8, Huff and Almanza each with 7, Schneider with 2, Gherkin with 2, Eric Kimball with 17, Austin Carl with 2, and Shirtliff with 1, Trevor Shirtliff with 1 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. I think Corey's got some other numbers there for us.
As far as turnovers go for the Mustangs, they're sitting at 14 for this evening. Englewood Pirates sitting at 20. Rebounds, Mustangs sitting at 28. And the Englewood Pirates sitting at 19. So all in all, not a bad game for the Mustangs. They ended up pulling it off after that first half. I was kind of concerned a little bit, but they took their break, came back, and brought the game. So that's what I like to see with the Mustangs. Is a nice, good offense, and then that pressure defense going on with them. So
yeah, caused some good turnovers there for the against the Englewood Pirates. So up next for the Mustangs will be they will be home Friday night against Skyview. We will go to the girls' game on Friday night. That will be a 7 o'clock tip here on B106 as well as B106.com. So as Corey said, a nice victory here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So we will go ahead and close this broadcast out for tonight. The sound engineer and producer for Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball has been Alan Lance. For Corey Riddle, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final score tonight, Fort Morgan 78, Englewood 51. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com.